Hi, besties! Oh, good golly, Miss Molly, I am in love with this new mic stand. Y'all, this thing is so sweet. I'm no longer like fighting my mic stand, like trying to get it. Oh, I feel like a real streamer. Aloha! So, what's up, my beautiful besties, and welcome back to the chaos. It's your favorite bombshell, Transex Bombshell, and girl, I hope you brought a gallon of tea because we are getting in today is scalding hot. So, for this first hour, we're actually going to put on our tinfoil hats. We're actually going to put on our detective trench coats. We're taking a deep, deep dive into the Church of Scientology. So, I hope y'all are ready. We're going to ask the big question: is it a real religion? Or is it the most successful multi-level marketing scheme in history? Spoiler alert, it's not the first one. So then in hour two, I actually was going to wash away all that grimy true crime darkness with good stuff. Video games! We're talking the new Marvel Rivals update, the arrival of my boy Daredevil, which I see Ice God is super excited about, and all the delicious drama about whether the game is dead, because I myself have taken it off of my favorites tab on Steam out of spite. So, honey, the tapes are gonna be spicy. And thanks to Zinni for providing my eyewear, all my glasses. And if y'all ever like any of the glasses that I wear on stream, you can always find them on Zinni.com. But be sure to use Transex Bombshell at checkout. That's gonna get you a discount. So get comfy, spam the moats, and let me know you're watching from the chat, y'all. Where are you? So, Ice God, where are you at again? I don't even remember where you're at. You're in like, wait, don't tell me. Is I don't remember. Ice God, were you in like South Carolina, North Carolina? Was it North Carolina? Aloha, you were in. You weren't in Hawaii. You are actually in Florida? You gotta remind me, y'all. You're in New England? I was close. No. um, Before we jump in, though, I'm gonna take care of the raffle. I actually see that Ice God's got a free entry from being first in chat, as always. You would die if you were in Florida from mosquitoes. I might put that mic stand through there. That might actually be the ultimate move. That might be the true pro gamer move. That'll be kind of a project, though, so I'll do that after this. And heat and rednecks. Um, let's get over. Y'all, this is amazing. I got all my buttons are back. I fixed it yesterday. It just needed to restart for it to kick in. Ice God. That gives you 3. You're at 3 for the month of October. Now remember, because of me having the family emergency, call and bail, and like not doing last month's raffle for the hat, all of last month's entries for a hat have now been doubled, put into this new raffle, and the new raffle is legit for a booster bundle. And I'm mailing this to you. It's Black Bull unopened, authentic Pokemon licensed from the machine, and it's coming to you from me with a kiss. So, let's get into it. So the money trail and the bridge. So I don't know what y'all know about Scientology, but like the number one reason that like people talk about Scientology, is because like it's a cult. Like it's literally a cult. Like they have tons of freaking money. I don't know what y'all know about Scientology. The people around here will go to Florida for the winter. They call it snowbirding, and you're like reverse snowbirding your way to Iceland for the summer. Real. That's real. But the entire system of Scientology is built around something that they call the bridge to total freedom. which sounds so enlightened, right? Wrong. Because like every single step on that bridge has a price tag. And that's going to make your wallet weep. Because they do this thing called auditing. Has anybody heard of auditing? Aloha, have you heard of auditing? Ice God, have you ever heard of auditing? Because auditing's their version of therapy. And therapy for them means like it's like a spiritual counseling where they like sometimes they measure your like I forget what they're called. But like your wife is a therapist and finds cults really fascinating. I bet she's obsessed with Scientology then. So like they have like a cute little instead of like their little like cosplay of like being a cult of like some kind of like medical institution, they measure like the particles of like alien spirits in you or something. And you're shelling out like hundreds, like sometimes thousands of dollars, like an hour just for these sessions. And they assign you levels. And you can think of it. It's like a video game, right? Like, have you ever seen um, like like someone that's shelled their entire life savings in World of Warcraft to like build their level? Like Scientology has made it. It's like a real world bit. Like they're all competing with each other. If there was a Scientology reality show like Sister Wives, she'd be on board. She'd watch it. You know, it's really creepy. Like it's scary what they get away with. So like you don't understand. Like people have paid thousands, like tens of thousands, hundred millions of dollars auditing to try to get level up in this game. Um, Let me see if I here. Let me. Uh, where are we at? Do I have this up? Okay, cool. Look, Scientology cost auditing. So high cost. Look. Oh yeah, there it is. The Bridge to Freedom costing an estimated $559,000 in 2024. What do y'all think about that, chat? Have you ever seen the movie Bowfinger? No, I haven't. What's Bowfinger? Okay, a figure on 2011 was like 400K. Oh, here's a Reddit post. Can we trust Reddit? Of course we can. 500 hours on average to get clear. You have to get clear. So one was like $1,200 for like a common course, the Hubbard Standard Dianetics course. The church will be monument. It's like 12 hours of auditing and intensive of several thousand in the church. And they have it in Switzerland. I'm like, this is like a Swiss website. So, okay. Yeah. So millions. People pay like millions. What's Bowfinger about? Of the movie business? I don't. Does this have to do with Scientology? Okay. Um. So let me get back to this. So, be real with me in chat. Like, what's the most that you've ever dropped in a video game? Like, what's the most money you've ever dropped, like, spent on a game? Microsoft Flight Simulator. 1K. You've dropped 1K. All right, now imagine that costing more than a mansion. Like over half $500,000. Like, is that faith? Is that a faith at that point? Like, can you still call that like a religion? Like, imagine if you had to drop 1 million into like Microsoft Flight Simulator to like beat it. It's crazy. Yeah, might as well just buy the plane. so so let's say you're in it and you're spending the money, but what if you get cold feet? Like, what if you start asking questions? That's actually where it stops being weird and actually gets really scary. Cause there's like suppressive person. Like, I don't know if you've heard of anything like specifically about the church, but like if you disagree with them or you try to leave the church for any reason, like they label you a suppressive person. And that's actually their fancy term for like enemy of the state, like enemy of the church. And you're officially a hater and they never are going to let you live your life. Like they're going to sabotage you at every step of the way. And you, once you become a suppressive person of the church, like now they have to destroy you. They have to ruin your life. So there's also disconnection, and this is actually the part that like completely breaks my heart. They allegedly like make their members disconnect from anyone that's labeled a suppressive person. So that means like your own family, like your parents, your kids, um, all your friends, all the people that like you go into the church with, like they're forced to cut you off completely. Like if your whole family's in the church, your whole family has to cut you off. And it's a weapon of control. Period. So, there's actually also like fair game. Like, are you all following me on this? Is this, have you heard of these concepts of the church? Because these are known, documented from like people who've left the church. There's something called fair game. And it's actually a former policy, and people say it's still happening on the low, but it basically says that a suppressive person could be tricked, sued, or lied or to or destroyed. I'm sorry, what? It's literally a license just to ruin somebody's life. Like that's their tactics. So we've all had to cut off a toxic ex. We've all had to cut off a shady friend. But imagine if a whole corporation was weaponized against you. How would you react? Like if you were told to just like never talk to your mom again. Like, could you imagine? Like if you were told to just cut off like your whole family? So, there's also like the Sea Org. I don't know if you know Aloha, if your wife has studied them. You've probably heard of the Sea Org. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how cults work, but I mean this is a cult masquerading as a religion. Like this is a cult. You've heard of the Scientology Sea Org? All right, so this is some of the most uh, donkey. So, you know about it, and that's like the ride or dies. Like if you have like right and like what we call colloquially like ride or dies, like people in your life, that or stick with you no matter what. That's like the Sea Org. That's the most dedicated members. They sign a billion-year contract. Those are the ones that serve Scientology. Like their soul is supposed to serve Scientology. Um, and that's billion, like with a B. They sign a bill. It's a billion year contract. Let that sink in. And ex-members described it as like a literal labor camp, like pennies for pay. Like you live in filth, you work 100 hours a week, and there's stories of people being locked in rooms for re-education. Even as a religious person, the only difference between cults and a lot of religions comes down to the number of participants. Yeah, I suppose. Um, but like, how do they get away with all of this? How are they so powerful? Two words: famous people. Tom Cruise, John Travolta. You know the names. It's their star power that acts like a shield. It's like a golden Oscar shield, just like distracting everyone from people who've escaped. There's all these horror stories of people that have gotten out. And do you know Leah Remini? Have you heard of Leah Remini? Like, she's like the one that's at the front lines exposing all of this. Um, I don't know if you know like Streets LA. If you follow on TikTok Streets LA, there's only one true religion in the world, right? Control. Yeah, basically. Um, like Streets LA does a lot of like to the point to where like he'll walk up and they'll shut their doors. Like they won't even leave their doors open if he's outside filming inside. All right, I'll see you when you get back. So, um, like, do celebrities have a responsibility to know what's going on with the groups that they promote? Does it just like make it weirder that celebrities are promoting these groups, or does it make them more legitimate? I'd really like to know. So, looking at the price tag, the control, the alleged abuse, my 2 cents, it's a cult. That's my 2 cents. It's like a marketing scheme, like a multi-level marketing scheme, pyramid scheme, with a god complex. They have the religious tax exempt status, but if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, and it's a very, very expensive and controlling duck, then yeah, pretty much sums it up. So that was heavy. That was heavy. I wanted to run through that. Wanted to fill y'all in on what I find is a very alarming group. It's something that somebody mentioned to me today. They literally were like, "Hey, what do you think about the Church of Scientology? They've been booking me for background work. What have you heard about them?" And well, I'll tell you, do your homework. Don't sign a contract. So we're gonna take a quick break. Go stretch, refill your boba, do what you gotta do. Um, when we come back, we're leaving L. Ron Hubbard in the dust. And we're gonna go into Marvel Rivals. We're gonna talk about the new update with Daredevil. And then after that, we're gonna play some Marvel Rivals. Um, and we're gonna see a lot of Daredevil. I guarantee that. I'm not gonna get a chance to play him. He's gonna be insta locked every match, guaranteed. But I'll be right back. I am back. We're back. We're all back. We're gonna tighten this elbow. Hold on. Guess I can't get rid of this. Sorry, I'm still getting used to it. It's brand new. Brand new. How we doing, chat? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are surviving. And we've scrubbed the culty vibes from the timeline. And it's time for what we truly live for. Video games! I hope y'all are with me, because we're talking Marvel Rivals Season 4.5 update. It actually brought a new hero, some sick new skins, and a meta shakeup that has everyone kind of fighting for their lives. So let's break down the tea. First up, Daredevil has arrived. So, my boy, the Hornhead himself, Daredevil's here. He's a duelist, which obviously we love to see it. He's all about movement. He does like flipping around a lot, obviously, just like he does in the comics. It's like causes absolute chaos when he's right up in your grill. I can't wait to see TikTok edits of people just styling and on entire teams with him, because he really can like he's got some interruptions and stuff. And his new skin, like if y'all see this, this is the new skin that they dropped him with. This is the Daredevil 2099 skin. Everyone's pretty much losing their shit over it. Like for my Hulk mains, they've got the new Maestro skin. The Hulk Maestro's like, check this thing out. Like that's the character. Where's the skin? The Hulk Maestro skin. There we go. Just dripping. Just drip. I love it. Like it's like based on the old, like a old man Logan. It's an imperfect storyline. But see, in the main future imperfect storyline, he did not demonstrate the ability to turn back into Banner. So like they're having like they're taking artistic like leaps. But that's a really cool skin. Like it's a really cool skin. And so out of those two, is anybody getting any of those? Because I'm not. I'm a penny man. I just got the Junker, the scrap one, and I was really excited about that. I bet somebody in chat's gonna end up trying to one trick Daredevil. There was somebody that was very excited Daredevil was here earlier. Okay, so that's Daredevil. Skins out, and now let's talk the meta shakeup. There's a lot of buffs and nerfs. So they were not playing with these patch notes. So a bunch of heroes are eating good. Angela, who we hate, she was already a problem. Venom is now actually effective, which is different. Blade didn't need it, got it anyway. Gila, still annoying as ever. Iron Fist is back now to being kind of annoying. Mr. Fantastic got a bit of a buff. Psylocke is now a problem. And Rocket got a buff, which I'm loving. as Penny made it's easier to goad people into jumping on Rocket. So they all got buffed. Is our little trash king? Is our little trash panda king again? Little trash panda king. Everyone knows I love a Rocket. Anybody that plays Rocket is okay in my book. So let's run through the nerfs. So the Fallen are pour one out for the Human Torch. I think he probably took the biggest lumps. Phoenix, Cloak and Dagger, Jeff the Land Shark, and Ultron mains. Y'all got hurt with the nerf hammer. So tragic. So let's analyze the big changes. The Jeff nerf is sending me. Was he really that broken? Because like nobody was playing him. I never saw Jeff. So they hit Ultron again. Like he was already nerfed because I mean he was already annoying. I really hated Ultron when he first came out. And now they're trying to bury him. Like this is 100% going to change up the meta. Because Ultron was pretty much a must-have, and now Ultron's not even somebody you should play. So what is the best change in the patch? Like, what's your favorite change? Like, was there any changes that made you want to squeam into a pillow? Let me know in chat. What are you mourning? Because I'm really excited about the Rocket buff. That's, in my opinion, the smartest thing they could have done. Because it was already like everyone is banning Penny. They made it hard to play Penny. Nobody wants to play Rocket. So now it's like they kind of got over it. People aren't banning Penny quite as often as they used to. They still do, trust me. But not as often. It was like a couple seasons ago, I couldn't even play her. Like she was too buffed. Rocket was buffed. The two of them together were insane. And everyone was absolutely burying her. Now, lastly, as we round the corner, I do kind of want to ask a question. And so I'm hoping to get some feedback in chat. Because I've seen tweets, seen several threads. In every other comments, everyone's screaming that Marvel Rivals is like a dead game. It even seems like to me like the loading times are starting to take longer. It's not like it was at launch, which of course that's true. It's always true of any game that's been out for any period of time. But like it's getting kind of bad. Like I've seen like minute long loading times and stuff sometimes. So we really need to have real talk about this. Cause like this happens with every single game. Like hype is huge at launch. And then the tourist leave and the real ones, the community stick around. And I guess that's us. That's me. I've now decided to be a part of this community of this game. I can't quit playing it. And that's the life cycle of a game. So is it totally fine? Like is this normal? It's like not exactly. It's like the devs have to keep dropping content for us to like keep wanting to play it, otherwise it just gets stale, right? But if it's in its flop era, like if it doesn't keep up the momentum, like it doesn't have innovation, like it really needs to prove that it's here to stay for me. So I'm gonna put up a poll. Go ahead and just start a new one. Are they just... Is this just another Marvel game that they're just throwing a bunch of money at? Have they slimmed down the production crew to where it's just... They have their content and they're ready to release it on a schedule? So, there we go. Looks weird when you don't put apostrophe on its. Put up for 10 minutes. There we go. Get a poll up. Righteous. I'm telling you, this Hulk Maestro skin is insane. He looks so regal. All right. Go ahead and hit your answer in the poll. By the way, as a reminder, we do have the Pokemon Booster Bundle for the raffle this month. We can take a look at our current raffle board. Let's go. If you want to join, just check the social credits down below. With the social credits, you're going to see that it's 1,000 social credits, and you'll be able to enter. That's this redemption. That's orange. One raffle entry. And that's how you'll be able to join the raffle. You just have to do that one. And that'll get you into the raffle for the booster box. No purchases required. I'm going to go ahead and take a break real quick. I wish I had coffee. Or maybe I could just make a tea. Be sure to answer the poll. I'll be back. All right, let's get into some Marvel Rivals. Let's see, I've got the update. I've already updated everything. Crazy Dad! Good to see you. How are you, my friend? What are you doing? You missed the whole chat about Scientology, and we went over all the buffs, and the nerfs. You just woke up from your nap? Cool. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you're here. Um, you be sure to rewatch the VOD. I went deep in the paint on Scientology. Actually, let's we're gonna cut the music. Launch Marvel Rivals. It was a good chat. Like we went deep in the paint. Like we had some good points. I really appreciate you for participating, Aloha, as usual. Great. Great person to chat with. Yeah, that was riveting. I'm gonna do more of that stuff from now on. I wanna get more structured. I promised y'all I was gonna be exploring new stuff and trying to take this content creator thing more seriously. Especially since now that the gaming is sponsored by Zinni. It helps me see this more as a job. But I want to get my other content. I got my gaming content to the point to where I could get it sponsored. I want to get my other content sponsored too. So I'm still working on it. I don't feel like it's there yet. We're working on it. Yeah, I've been seeing some of your content. I like it whenever I see it. But I don't just want to be just a hot blonde. I want to actually talk. Like let's talk. Let's have a discussion. Let's get into it. Why is Scientology a cult? Let me see this skin. This is insane. I want to see it. It's kind of cute. Sheesh. How about that Daredevil 2099 though? Ooh, I don't have y'all on the screen. Why isn't this on there? Wait, really? Is Marvel Rivals not? No. There we go. The heck? I may not have started OBS in administrator mode. Okay, well that's fine. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna restart the stream. I'll be right back because I'm an idiot.